Hi everyone and welcome to Homestead Rewind. Today I took a walk down to the pond to see if it was frozen over. You know it's cold when the pond is frozen over. Rosie, get off the pond. Come on. Come on. It's frozen solid. I'm afraid she might crack through. Go to the house. That's how cold that it is here in South Central Missouri. It's been very cold here for the past week and we don't see any end in sight yet. This is a pretty good sized pond, but it has filled in over the years, and during the summertime, it gets all of this green duckweed all over it. It is on our list of things to do to rewind the farm, to get this pond dredged up. I wish there was another way because it's so expensive. And it's not something that we can do ourselves. We're probably gonna have it hired out. Unless any of you guys have any great ideas. At its deepest point, it's about 4 feet to 6 feet deep, but it's just so full of mud and leaves and stuff that's just settled in it. You can see the trees around it. What I'm learning through the homestead community is that trees are a definite no-no to have around your pond if you want to keep it from filling up with dead leaves and such. Now we have in the past, when we were trying to make a go of the homestead the first time, we have stocked this pond with crappie and catfish, and I don't know if there's any still living in there or not. I know that way over to this side of the pond, let me get you over there. You can see over there, that's where the pond drains out, and it's just gotten deeper and deeper. And so when it rains hard, it washes out. And 1 year, we had tons and tons of baby perch and baby crappie in the pond, and they actually went down that drain, and I was picking them up and putting them back in the pond. It is too cold to get anything done out here, but I've got a lot of things going on inside the house. I'll show you. Guys, if you're thinking about homesteading, you really need to think about getting some really warm clothes. It does make the work around the farm a whole lot easier. A couple of weeks ago, I was browsing the marketplace and I seen that somebody locally was offering to sell elderberry starts for $3 a piece, and I thought that was a steal of a deal. It wasn't too far away for me to go pick them up, and they're really taking off. They were just sticks when I got them, and now they have leaves everywhere and even are starting to get some roots. These are the Bob Gordon and the Adams. There's two different kinds there, and I'm not educated enough to know what the differences are. I do know that we have elderberries around here that grow wild, and I'm going to be gathering some of them this year when I'm sure I can get them identified. I'm pretty excited to get those planted in the ground. Can't wait to start getting elderberries. The olive eggers are doing fantastic. They're starting to get their little feathers out, and they've gotten a lot noisier as they've gotten older. There's no way I can put these out in the storage shed like I was planning on doing about this time. It's just too cold out there. They're going to have to stay in here, looks like, for at least another 2 weeks. I did get my shelf, and I was able to get it set up in here. It fits perfectly. I've planted some of the pumpkin seeds and some of the echinacea seeds that I gathered last year at the campground, and I'm not expecting those plants to live, but I want to see if they are viable and if they sprout, and if they do, I'll be sharing them with y'all. Sweet potatoes are getting their roots on them. Let's see if I can focus that in. Lots of roots on the sweet potato. As you can see, a lot of my seeds come up. Some of them are just now starting to come up, and it's been a couple weeks since I planted them. But you can see how leggy the seeds are getting, and I think that's just because we absolutely have had no sunlight in that window almost since they sprouted. It's ridiculous how cloudy it has been the whole month of February. I'm going to have to go get some kind of light or something to put over them. As you guys know, I am not very experienced at starting my seeds myself, and I'm learning as I go along, but I'm thinking that I'm going to have to get a grow light, or at least some kind of fluorescent light. There seems to be a bit of a disagreement amongst the homesteaders and gardeners on whether you actually need a grow light or a fluorescent light. If any of y'all know, put that down in the comments for me. Around February the 2nd, I got a call from the man that I got the olive acres from, and he told me that he had a dozen of black copper marrons for me. So I'm trying to hatch them out. I'm pretty excited to see what happens. I did try to candle them the other day, but their shells are so dark you can't even see through them to see if there's any chick or anything in there. At least not at this time. So I'm going to be waiting probably the full 21 days to see if they were actual fertile. He didn't know for sure whether they would be since it's so early in the season. But I got to tell you, I really love this incubator. It works great. It keeps the humidity right where it should be. It keeps the temperature right where it should be. And there's no guessing. It shows right there on that digital readout there what your humidity is and what your temperature is at all times. It is a really, really good incubator. Well, guys, it's warmed up to a balmy 19 degrees out there. I have to go out every hour to an hour and a half to check the eggs, because if I don't, they freeze that fast, and when I bring them in, then they bust. And also, I'm having to refill water for the chickens. I'm just only giving them as much as I think they'll drink from one time frame to the next. A few other things that are going on here at the farm. We are having troubles with our heated water hose. It got so cold last night that even though the heated water hose is working with the camper, it just can't keep up with how cold it is outside. The farmhouse was froze up yesterday, and when I say froze up at the farmhouse, I'm talking about the drain that actually comes out the back of the house. We're going to have to figure out how to insulate that. That's where I do my laundry. The washing machine and dryer is up there, and I can't do my laundry. I'm feeling a little bit nervous about that. But Jay should be home after a while, and surely we can figure out how to get it all put together. Luckily, here in the camper, I did have water stored in our holding tank. So I do have water. It's just only a certain amount of water. Next year, I hope to be in a cabin. But if we have to be in the camper, I'm going to have a better idea. This has been a really cold snap for us. In the whole 3 years that we've lived in the camper, we've never had a problem with the heated hose not keeping up, because it just don't get this cold in this part of Missouri. It really is a strange weather pattern. February is always a really hard month for me to get through, just because it is the coldest month where I live, the coldest month of the whole year. And this month, where the sun has not shined a single day, it's been particularly hard on my emotional well-being. But I am staying busy, and that's the good thing. And sooner or later, this is all going to melt, and spring will be here, just like that. Okay, everybody, I'm going to get back to my chores. Hopefully everybody is well and staying warm. Leave a comment down there and let me know what you think about the grow light. Do you think that I should use a fluorescent light, or should I use an actual grow light? Don't forget, if you want to see more videos like this, like and subscribe to my channel. I have put a few of my videos over on Rumble just to see how it works, and so far I'm not getting any support, like for creator support, and I really don't understand how it works. And I'm just going to test a few of them out and see how they go over there. But in the meantime, I'll continue to upload to YouTube, and I'll keep you posted on how that goes. By the way, go over and check out MeWe. If you have the MeWe app, Homestead Rewind is on MeWe. And there's quite a few homesteading subscribers on my Homestead Rewind on MeWe, so you might want to go over and check that out. All right, I guess that's it. I'll stop jabbering. Love and peace to everyone.